Okay, Canon fans, brace yourselves. Because after months of silence, speculation, and rumor hunting, Canon has officially teased what could be one of the most exciting hybrid cameras of 2025, the Canon EOS R6 Mark III. But don't hit pre-order just yet. Before you wake up on November 6th and see that shiny Preorder Now button on Canon's site, watch this first. Because what Canon is about to announce could redefine its mid-range mirrorless lineup, but it also raises some interesting questions about where Canon is headed next. Let's get into the details. CanonUSA officially broke their silence with a social media post that dropped a single line. November 6th, 1 a.m. EDT. Something powerful is coming alongside it. A mysterious silhouette of a camera set up on a tripod, aimed toward a glowing sunset. At first glance, it looked like any cinematic teaser, but the details told a different story. A pronounced EVF bump, the same compact body style as the R6 series, and that little dial glinting in the corner, which many sharp-eyed fans believe is Canon's new slow and fast mode dial. This teaser wasn't random. It was Canon's quiet confirmation that the next R6 is ready, and it's coming fast. The date lines up with previous product cycles, and if you know Canon's release rhythm, they love a November reveal. Canon's global livestream is scheduled for that time, and major retailers like B&H and Adorama already have hidden product pages waiting to go live the moment Canon makes the announcement. So yes, this is real. The EOS R6 Mark III is happening. But the teaser didn't just confirm the existence of the camera, it also hinted at a shift in focus. The imagery and tone weren't about photography, they screamed cinema. Which brings us perfectly to the next section, what the leaks reveal. Let's get into what everyone's been waiting for, the final specification leaks. According to multiple reliable sources, the Canon R6 Mark III will feature a 34.2 megapixel full-frame CMOS sensor, reportedly the same one used in Canon's Cinema EOS C50. That's a big deal. This means Canon isn't just updating resolution, they're bringing cinema-grade imaging tech into a more compact, hybrid body, and with that sensor, we're also expecting 7K open gate recording, something no previous R6 model could do internally. If that sounds technical, think of it this way. Open gate means you can record using the full height and width of the sensor, which is perfect for anamorphic lenses or reframing vertically for social media content. Essentially, it's giving creators more freedom. There's also word that the R6 Mark III will come with dual-pixel CMOS AF2, capable of tracking multiple subjects simultaneously and storing up to 100 faces in memory. Canon's autofocus already dominates in this space, and this step adds another layer of intelligence. Video shooters will love this. Canon Log 2 and Log 3 are expected to be supported natively, allowing for more dynamic range and color grading flexibility. Pair that with 24-bit audio, a CF Express Type B slot, and, more finally, a full-size HDMI port, and you can clearly see Canon's target audience: hybrid creators and cinematographers. There are, however, some caveats. The in-body image stabilization appears to be rated at 6.5 stops, a slight drop from the R6 Mark II's 8 stops. That sparked some debate, and we'll talk more about that when we get into comparisons. The price? Leaks suggest around $2,899 with shipping expected to start on November 20th, 2025. In short, this camera looks like a dream for hybrid creators, but not necessarily a game changer for everyone. Now, let's put these two cameras side by side and see what Canon's really offering for that $400 price bump. First, the sensor. The jump from 24.2 megapixels to 34.2 megapixels isn't just about resolution. It's about versatility. You're getting roughly 40% more detail, which makes a real difference for both cropping and high-resolution 4K oversampling. For photographers who love landscapes or large prints, that's a tangible improvement. Next, video capabilities. The R6 Mark II maxed out at 6K RAW externally. The R6 Mark III, on the other hand, records a 7K open gate internally. A massive step up for filmmakers. No external recorder, no HDMI tethering. It's all happening inside the body. Then there's connectivity. The R6 II used a micro HDMI port. The R6 III introduces a full-size HDMI, which is a small but significant win for pros using external monitors or recorders. The new S and F dial is another cool addition. Instead of diving into menus to change frame rates, you can now toggle between speeds directly from the top dial. It's a small usability tweak that shows Canon is thinking about creators who need quick access on set or during run-and-gun shooting. But here's the twist. Canon seems to have taken a step backward with IBIS. The R6 Mark II boasted up to 8 stops of stabilization, while leaks suggest the R6 Mark III will cap at 6.5. Why? Possibly due to sensor design or internal heat management. But it's an odd choice, especially for handheld shooters who depend on smooth footage. And that leads to a bigger question. Is this camera designed more for video than photography? It's starting to look that way. The R6 II still offers incredible stabilization and low-light performance, while the R6 III pushes for cinematic flexibility. If you're a photographer who shoots the occasional video, the Mark II might still be the smarter buy. But if you're a filmmaker, wedding videographer, or hybrid creator, the R6 III is looking like Canon's next big workhorse. Let's be honest, the Canon fans are divided. On one side, you have the hybrid shooters who are ecstatic. For them, the R6 Mark III is everything they've been waiting for. Higher resolution, 7K internal recording, full-size HDMI, and pro-level audio. It's basically a baby C50 wrapped in an R6 body. And for under $3,000, that's an incredible value. But on the other side, photographers aren't as thrilled. Many feel Canon is slowly shifting away from their needs. The lack of a stacked or back-illuminated sensor disappointed those who wanted faster readout speeds or improved dynamic range. Others question the drop in IBIS performance, calling it a downgrade disguised as a redesign. Then there's the debate about processing. Early leaks suggest Canon might still be using the Digic X processor, possibly an updated variant. For some users, that's fine, but others hoped for a completely new generation chip to handle the higher megapixels and data throughput. Still, even with the criticism, the hype is undeniable. Many creators are calling it the sweet spot camera, one that bridges Canon's professional cinema line with its enthusiast photo line. And judging by pre-order chatter, Canon's strategy is working. So, should you be excited about the Canon EOS R6 Mark III? Absolutely, but with perspective. Canon seems to have built this camera not as a replacement for photographers, but as a tool for the modern hybrid creator. Someone who needs pro-level video performance without sacrificing still image quality. The 34.2 megapixel sensor, 7K open gate recording, CF Express slot, and full-size HDMI clearly point toward that direction. But at the same time, if you're a dedicated photographer who values IBIS, battery efficiency, and a lower price point, the R6 Mark II still holds its ground beautifully.